Good morning, it's Anand here from Osho, Ireland, and today we are up to the 79th meditation technique. And this meditation is in two parts, okay? So while I'm kind of reading through the instructions, you might want to get a blanket or a yoga mat for the second part where we'll be lying down. So I'm going to read the instructions. Focus on fire rising through your form from the toes up until the body burns to ashes, but not you. Osho shares about this that this is a very simple technique, one favoured by Buddha. But he says there's parts in this that we need to prepare for before we actually focus on fire rising through our form from the toes up until the body burns to ashes, but not you. So what Osho says is, first, so here in Ireland where I live, there's no ghats where we see burning bodies. Most bodies are buried or cremated in private. So anyone living in Europe or the US watching this, you're not going to be able to do the first part. And that's to go to some burning place and watch a body being burned. But if where you live, if you can see this, Osho recommends that to at least watch it once, so we get an understanding or an insight to this technique. The second part to this is there's aspects to this technique that brings us closer to death. And Osho shares that we are already dying from the moment we're born. It's a slow process, or it could be a quick process, but it is a fact of life. And he shares that for this technique we need to acknowledge and accept that death is inevitable. And to do that, he talks about focusing on our breath. So for 15 minutes, he suggests, I'm going to read it here now. Try one experiment. Actually, no, not that bit. If you want to enter this technique, you must be aware of this deep fear. And this deep fear must be thrown away, purged. Only then can you enter the technique. This will help. Pay more attention to exhalation. And really, if you can pay all attention to exhalation and forget inhaling, it will take care of itself. So what he says is for 15 minutes in the day, exhale deeply. Sit in a chair or on the ground. Exhale deeply. And while exhaling, close the eyes. When the air goes out, you go in. And then allow the body to inhale. And when the air goes in, open the eyes and you go out. So it's something like this. As I exhale, I'm going to start with exhaling. My eyes are closing. And as I inhale, my eyes open. So we're going to do that for about 10 minutes together. So get comfortable lying or sitting. And we'll do that. And then the second part to this technique is starting from our toes. We're going to visualize and see flames burning from our toes and working our way through up. I'll talk us through that part after the first part. So get comfortable and we'll do this exhaling, inhaling technique first. So exhaling, close your eyes. Open your eyes when you inhale, allowing the body to inhale by itself. Then exhale deeply. And keep doing that. Eyes closed when you're exhaling. Opening your eyes when you inhale. Normally you would do that for 15 minutes. And now I'll take us through the second part of this technique. And in this, Osho says, just lie down. First, conceive of yourself as dead. The body is just like a corpse. Lie down and then bring your attention to the toes. With closed eyes, move inwards. Bring your attentions to the toes and feel that the fire is rising from there upwards. Everything is being burned. As the fire rises, your body is disappearing. Start from the toes and move upwards. And Osho shares that you go on seeing the toes being burned, turn to ash, the legs, the chest, right up to the head, so that when your body is in ashes, there's just the witnesser, the watcher left. And in that moment, as the witnesser and the watcher, seeing the dead ashes left behind, there's no thought, no memory, there's just that pure consciousness in that moment. So I'm going to lie down, and I invite you to lie down and do this for a few minutes, or you continue afterwards for as long as you'd like, and just visualize this happening. So I'm going to lie down. You won't see me on the camera for a moment. And just visualizing flames around your toes, and work your way upwards. If you like this technique and it connects with you, the first part, that exhaling and closing your eyes and then inhaling and opening your eyes, you should do that for 15 minutes and it gives you a deep relaxation. It's great a technique if you're stressed. And the second part, where you visualize the burning of your body and then being the witness, the watcher, Osho says for an hour. And if you do it for 3 months, you will become egoless. It's a great one for moving from the ego to the egolessness. So, if you like that technique, try it. And I will be back here next Sunday for the 80th meditation technique. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely day. Bye bye.